And we're going. Hello. I moved my camera a little, so camera's over here, game's over there, so I'm going to be looking sideways. When I have the hat on especially, which I've chosen to wear, um, and when it's just me, having the camera up there feels really weird. Like my eyes feel a little blocked, and it just seemed right. Also, I'm going to say before we start, I don't know what I'm doing in this game, because I've been bouncing between games now. Like, I've been playing Forge Out Fiesta Final Fantasy V as well. So, like, I really feel like I'm starting up Final Fantasy V right now. I hope I can remember what was going on. I understand some things are banned. That was a cool rhyme. So, for example, I can't not use sword techniques or Bushido. And, when I have the choice, I can never use a party of 4. So that's why this is this way. I let Mog fall to his doom at the end of last time we played. And we're being very careful about our Esper route, and we're going to try really hard to keep Cyan on Bismarck forever. I think if I push A, it would be a disaster, actually. What? Okay. I'm just going to be really careful here, because I'd hate to end up in a situation like the time I played Final Fantasy 1 and I couldn't go back in the shops and kind of ruin my run a little bit. Okay. This should be fine, I think. We're keeping Locke learning Kieran until he gets Kira. I don't think there's really a whole lot to be mindful of before going to Cave to the Steel Gate. Although it'd be kind of fun if I could steal some Gaia gear for the one or... Oh, I didn't realize there's, like, propeller noises in this game. Oh, good, a noisy cat. You're not going to meow the whole time, right? You're such a jerk. This is the cat that my son got recently. I say my son because I'm just blaming him for everything. He's probably going to get in the way and like walk directly on the keyboard and just generally be a huge nuisance. There we go, a Gaia gear. That was really fast. That's really nice when you're going through an area where enemies use Life Shaver. The cat is now climbing on the chair I'm using. Okay. Okay. This is not really how things work, Mr. Cat. I think if he uses Sky, he can defeat them in one shot, which is somewhat of an asset. Although, holy crap. Terra can't use natural magic, so she can't cast the Cure spell. Oops. What did I... Oh, I hit Auto Battle. That was a total accident. Okay, Locke is just straight up dead now. Summoning is banned. So if Cyan can't win this fight, I don't think Terra has means to do it. The auto battle button is one that in the Super Nintendo version, the button that's Y on a normal Nintendo controller. Oh, well, can't use that. But isn't this in, like, really, really expensive? Oh, that's really not that bad. I remembered it being, like, very prohibitively expensive, and that's why it goes to 1 after you've made friends with Strago. Okay, so that should bring Locke back to life. La 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 la. Can't see people casting magic yet. But there's a couple of these outdoor items in Thamasa. Like that one down there is. Do these have a prize? Oh, they do. Very exciting. Oh, he won't even buy my Phoenix down from me. I feel quite lucky to have earned a Gaia gear. Yeah, the reason I'm thinking Gaia gear is maybe worthwhile, I feel like it's generally good, but the specific reason is there's these floating undead fellows in the Super Nintendo version. I think they're called Ing, who oops. Who use a move called Life Shaver, and it's like an HP draining attack, but it also is Earth Elemental, which is unusual. This would be easier if I could use the back row, but the back row is banned. Is that just fail? Like those enemies like resist the HP cutting attacks? We'll try one more time. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. Uh-oh. She can do this. That's not a rule break. There we go. Two is actually lots for now, especially since I can only have three-person parties. Cyan can't use the Gaia gear, pretty sure. The stat boosts might even be worth it compared to the gold armor. I guess I just never evaluated my equipment since I was in Narshe. Oh yeah. I'm only allowed to use right hands. Okay. Like 5 magic is great, but Terra can barely use magic, and again the absorption of Earth Shaver is more of a priority. Gold Helm sucks. Fairy Ring can actually be kind of useful here, so. Alright, where are we going? We're just gonna go for our free airship heal. I may as well go to my item guy too. Do. Oh yeah, I was taking screenshots before. Sell the Phoenix Downs. Funny having one echo screen. We should probably have a couple of these. I can't heal zombie in battle, but out of battle, that's an asset. So, once again, party is... Actually, the party is not prescribed right now, but it will be soon. I think Locke might be a pretty good choice for this. It doesn't matter too much. Like, he comes with me to Thamasa. I can't give him Shiva, unfortunately, ever. Because he already has Cure. But I can give him Maduin. Maybe that's exactly what I'll do. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to think too hard about the routing. It'll be more fun, honestly, to just see how the spell learning routing kind of works out later on, I think. Okay. That meowing cat is back. Oh yeah, I was talking about screenshots because I think maybe having a picture of this might be nice. The fact that I went to get the Gaia gear earlier. You know, normally you would get the Gaia gear later on when you go to Thamasa. Not particularly useful here. These guys can sometimes cast Faraga, which is nasty. Downright unfair at this point. Oh. Speaking of downright unfair. Golly. So we're gonna go outside and use a tent. We can't start out like this. Cyan has learned some spells that he will never cast because he has to use sword tech, at least in battle. Okay. Well, that was what we call a failed experiment. And Terra's level is like super low too. 300 HP for this part is I don't know. Level 15 isn't bizarrely low for this point in the game. But I think I've heard, because this is in a way my first time playing Pixel Remaster, I've heard that level averaging was strange. If not removed, changed. Oh, yeah, Terra's got the rune blade on. I should probably change that. Can't change it here. I don't want Terra's MP to be fully drained, because she is allowed... Oh, wait. She can cast Thunder now. That's not great. You know, it is probably not going to even matter. Stoneblade is an interesting idea. Icebrand is an interesting idea. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I got the Kazakiri there. I managed to steal the one off number 128, I think, although that wasn't an easy fight. Ooh. I don't remember how lava works. I wonder if I'll ever make use of that. Oops. Oh well. Oh, that's a cool sound effect. The sound effect of the Icebrand hitting. It makes an ice sword sound pretty cool. In reality, it would be quite impractical. La 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 la. Oh yeah, you gotta do this first. Outcast. Those are the guys who were called Ings, who use Life Shaver. And Life Shaver is now going to heal me instead of them. So that's pretty cool. Only when it targets Locke and Terra. Cyan has no defense against that. Oh, that's so good. I'm already thankful for the detour, because that would have killed Locke. And I can't revive anyone. In fact, this is going to be miserable. Oh, whoops. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh. Oops. Okay. You can see I keep using auto battle erroneously, and it's doing bad things, and I'm just so not used to it. It's funny, because I was saying the other game I was playing recently was Final Fantasy V. I've been playing the Game Boy Advance version, which means I don't actually have the X and Y buttons. If there's a way to skip turns in that game, I don't know it. Oh. The fact that this is a back attack and I was in the back row, and Cyan still took that much damage. Now, that's because it was Life Shaver. But that's pretty awful. I think we might be smokeballing a whole lot of encounters here. I have 13 smoke balls. I mean, if I have these two characters and we're fighting these outcast fellas, who cares? But against everything else, this is agonizingly slow. If a crit can kill her, that makes me nervous. I don't know what Glare is. Sometimes Glare is a petrify move in these games, so I hope that's not what it is. Then again, I can heal petrify outside of battle. I can't cure death. Okay. Well, I'm not using Bushido. Am I? Maybe I am. So as I was saying, this fight should be pretty easy. I'll let it play out on auto battle, see what happens. It will take a very long time. And we're all going to be okay with that. Hopefully nobody bans auto battle. I am still accepting bans, where the preferred place to give them to me is the game FAQs of F6 thread. I've been checking in there. There's not really further discussion, but then again, I haven't played this game in about 10 days. There's been some things going on. I had a short family trip. Been playing Final Fantasy V Advance. Yeah, different little summertime things. So... Okay, any groups of pure outcasts, we will fight. Anything else, we'll probably run from. We'll also make an effort to potion up between battles. Because we can't really risk full out dying. And by full out dying, I mean any character dying, not party wipes. Oh my god. Okay. So, while the controller's down, maybe I should do something great with my hands. Oh, I wish I got a picture of the actual damage numbers from that. I wonder if their AI switches to glare when they're the last one. It kind of looks like that's the case. It has always missed on lock. Could it be slow inflicting? That's okay. We like falling. Of course, we can't use any relics that give a stat bonus, so Genji Glove is more of a trashy glove. Gloves are not an article of clothing you would normally hear described as trashy. Can there be such a thing as a trashy glove? Is there... I think there are. I think there's a type of glove where you might hear someone say, that glove just makes you look trashy, you know? Oh look, we're going to be able to get Cyan back. If I recall correctly, this opens the door. and the other one makes the man fall down. Which sounds weird. It is kind of funny that there is a button that makes a man fall down. Sounds really strange. But that's the man fall down button. What's the big deal? It's the man fall down button. It's just where you push the button and a man falls down. Man fall down, funny. Man fall down. Man fall down, man fall down, man fall down, man fall down. Man fall, man fall, man fall down. Man fall, man fall, man fall down. Man fall, man fall, man fall down. This is why people watch me, right? You're not watching me, you're watching the game. Oh, I gotta reset. Okay, that's good. That's good, right? That's good. Because Terra's not allowed to use Drain. I didn't realize. Okay, so I'm reloading the save anyway. Final Fantasy VI is funny about saves because you keep experience, but I hadn't gained any experience since the save, so that's fine. We're rewinding to Terra has never cast Drain before. I was thinking of casting Thunder in the first place, and then didn't. But Thunder is acceptable. Drain is not. Oh, I'm so glad that happened. I don't think we're making it through this one. Maybe we are. Ninjas are hard. Ninjas are hard when you meet them normally. The main reason you think of them is because they're unrunnable fights on the floating continent, and if you're doing a low experience game, they're really quite aggravating. So, yeah. Kind of burning through the old tents. But I think it's the right thing to do. Yeah, that's the button that makes the stairs appear in the natural cave. Oh, look at the murked up ground. That's so strange. Okay. We're not going to fight this. Yeah, your running ability... There's a character-specific running ability hidden in the game. But it's funny because it's also based on your ATB speed, which is just your speed stat. And it's kind of funny that the some of the same characters who are good at running are the ones whose ATB gauges fill the fastest. Although speed is not as significant in this game as it is in some ATB-based games. Like in Chrono Trigger, speed is kind of a god stat. Okay. We can try this. Nice to see Cyan gaining some more strength. Oh. Great treasure chest. I think the zombie dragons, although they're pretty big HP sinks, they're probably some of the easier enemies in this area. Normally I would be enjoying having like a Kaiser Knuckle or Water Rondo to use against them, but no such luck right now. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to go to the Veld, but I guess that doesn't matter. Where are the life shavers at? Terra learned Raise. That's a natural magic for her? Oh, crap. Okay. What Esper does she have? She has Ramu on. Okay. Speaking of that hidden how good you are at running variable, Lox is one of the highest and Cyan's is one of the worst. So that's generally kind of strange what just happened there. Okay, we can do this. Oh, nice. Dude, shush. Yelling cat. Oh, look at the... Ooh, oops. Oh, that's so cool. So we got this new cat. He's probably been in the background of a video or two. I don't know. Plus whatever my kids do on my computer. And what's interesting is the cats are now actual friends. Like, I don't feel like I've ever had cats that got along, but they get along. It's very unusual to me. Okay, we're through. No boss in this area. Tis an eerie place. That was a cat running around with a toy. Well, then why did you work so hard to get her back? Doesn't seem real. Oh. The door is opening. TH. The door, right? So I've been playing Pokemon Go this year, which is funny, having not played it for most of its 10-year run. Started playing it this year when my kids got much more into Pokemon. Pardon me. And I caught some really good Hoot-Hoots, and it's funny because that's not an especially good Pokemon, but I just think they're kind of cool. I have one with a hat, so I use the one with the hat. But we were talking about the pronunciation of Hoot-Hoot. I think it's Hoot-Hoot. Because, like, how else do you pronounce O-T-H-O? Say just O-T-H-O. It's Otho. Hoot-Hoot. It has to be. Hoot-Hoot. Ah, flying snake. Ah, flying lady without a lot of clothes. Edgar needs to drop trow. I think it's funny that with all the redone scenes, this stays that way. There's a lot of detail in the fog and not very much detail in those rocks. I haven't talked much about that Live Alive remake a couple years ago, but man, I played that something like 100%. I don't know if that game is 100%able or what that means. But what a great game. What great presentation of an interesting old game. Vector. You know, if it didn't have like a creepy sounding name, Vector, scaring people with senior math, like if it was called Silly Land, that scene would have been presented very differently. Toward the Imperial capital, ... Vector. If it was Silly Land, it wouldn't have hit the same way, you know? Watch out for whales! The way they all move down in the surprised animation has always been funny to me. That's some nice fire right there. Dude. Have I broken any bands lately? Let's check the bands. Edgar's fine. Haven't used the front row. Gao hasn't raged. Status buffs or debuffs. No, haven't been doing that. Ban having a full party of 4. Yeah, I'm good on that. Actions that require up. So that's basically referring to re-equipping, summoning, and the blitzes that use up. I've talked to Wildstar, who made that action. He's pretty satisfied with the way that is. I mean, the thing that's really going to make this interesting, I think, is this next one. Not to give... Well, I mean, ZB Archer's great. But, I mean, it's not like he's, you know, responsible for the quality of this playthrough. But this idea is really interesting. And it's not like it makes the game a challenge. It makes it weird. And I like weird. This thing where you can't learn from an Esper if you have any of the spells learned 100%. So you can't relearn things for stat or re-equip things for stat boosts. And anything with shared spells becomes really interesting. There's a pathing necessary, and we're starting to see that. But I am trying to, minimize the impact, minimize the negative impacts. The dog thing is pretty annoying to work with, but I have to get Shadow. Sabin can really only use Phantom Rush, frankly. Sorry, not Phantom Rush. Raging Fist, it's called. Pummel. Moogles, Phoenix Down, haven't been using that. Not using Sword Tech Bushido. That's fine. Been doing that. We've been avoiding our stat boost relics. Natural magic is hard to track, but we're doing it. No right hands. I'm left-handed myself, so I'm behind this. And the throw thing. These are all pretty workable. I don't think I've violated anything yet. I backtracked on the one thing where I knew I did. I have used a lot of potions, in part because my cure availability is impacted considerably. I think we might want more of these, but I haven't really been using them. Oh, and tents. Tents have also been kind of a big deal. Okay. Money is not that important in the near future. It'd be funny if chocobos were banned, but they're not, so... I think I'll block. I think maybe I should go to Zen, which I skipped so far, but get the man in the bushes, Can't use it yet. There's some character that's going to benefit from it for sure. Oh no. Lock learned Kira. Okay. Oops, nope. Okay, well, I guess you're removed. Kieran gives no bonuses anyway, so who cares? He can never use Shiva. But he can use this. And the spells from Ramuh and Ifrit aren't important enough that that's not a good idea. For a Burning House, it would be pretty great if Locke could learn Blizzera. It's a while off, I guess, but we'll go with it. Well, what am I going to do about our health? Is it more efficient to use a tent than to potion everyone? No idea. Maybe I should have paid for that chocobo. But, a couple battles, experience, magic points. These are assets. Pretty sure you can go this way. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, okay. I don't think the stores there carry anything that's gonna blow my mind. I could get poison claws, but they're probably never gonna matter. I wonder if I keep leaning forward because I'm playing without my glasses. Sometimes I wear glasses when I play games, when I stream. Sometimes not. That would have been so cool if that turned into Air Slash. $18. Okay. Oh, but if I unequip Bismarck and learn Raise from someone else, then I can never use Bismarck again, and we like Cyan gaining strength. If I could get his strength up to like 80, that'd be pretty amazing. So what about when I do Floating Continent? Do I have to bring just 2 people for the actual trip? I guess I do. Or does it force you to bring 3? Maybe it forces you to bring 3. Oh, creepy sound effects. It's just a funny line. I don't think I'm going to be able to do perfect on the banquet. Do, 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 do. Those guys don't count. Okay. Do, 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 do. I'm doing okay on this so far. Skipping Kefka on the toilet. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This guy wants to fight. Another strength +2. We like that. Get out of my face. Was that guy always there? Don't remember that. I was like, it'll animate faster if I just let Cyan do the work. Get out of my way! Dudes! Dudes! Toilet guy. Poo on peace? Did you really say that? That's so funny. I was hustling. Okay. I won't know all the banquet answers because they'll be phrased differently. The question is how differently, right? La, 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 la. Terra's allowed to cast Thunder. I think that's everyone. Is that not everyone? Why am I done so quickly? I mean, diagonal movement is one thing, I suppose. And default dash speed. Kefka talks a little less than he did before, too. Oh, maybe not. I kind of want to go talk to the Poo on Peace guy again. I'd like to hear more about his views. I think I talked to everyone. And did everything up here, right? La, 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 la. Yeah, I talked to you all. Okay, is there a way to just skip talking to soldiers and not wait around for a minute? Never had this problem on the Super Nintendo version. Ah. Okay, I'll do my best on these answers, but I'm not going to look anything up. To our hometowns. Leave him in jail, I believe is the right answer. That was inexcusable. We trust Celeste. Question 1. Question 2. Question 3. The Espers have gone too far. Question 1. I'm good at this. You get points for taking a break and points for fighting the special forces. I believe. I think the top one's the right answer. I think you have to say yes the first time for points as well. I hope Cyan keeps Bismarck. Good, he does. Did I buy a Hawkeye? I did. Okay, that's nice. That might be an asset later. It might be an asset now, frankly. Thief Knife is really good for the evasion bonus, though. I'll leave it on. I think Charm Bangle is the rarest prize. Oh, I didn't get the best prize. Oh, that Charm Bangle could have been kind of nice. That's the reduces encounter rate thing. And since I can never use the Moogle Charm. Huh. I wonder what I did that was wrong. I really thought I remembered. I think it would have been the very last thing. The toast. Wait. No, not the toast. The is there anything else you'd like to hear me say question. Shall I wander over to the outpost? I may as well. Just avoid the desert because of the fossil fangs. This is a good place to check in randomizers. My son forgot about it last time. I was like, you gotta go to some places just to get really good equips. I wonder if that bizarre Angel Wings Cherub Down thing exists in this version of the game. There's a thing where if you put Cherub Down on Shadow, he just loses Interceptor for the rest of the game. Not an especially well-known glitch. And it's funny, because, like, you might just think you're getting unlucky, or not pay attention to whether Interceptor's blocking or not. Like, it's an easy thing to be affected by and just straight up overlook. Were any of the items we just collected actually useful? That's not useful. I guess it was nothing particularly good. I bet some of those relics are things we have to sell. Let's have a look at that. Okay, well, look. We can get rid of these. No stat boost, no stat boost, no stat boost, no stat boost. Does this thing have a stat boost? I guess none of them do they? How do I see it? I can't hear? I wondered if Haiji's Jit might, that I forgot about. No, it looks like none of these have stat boosts. Didn't I get a... Oh yeah, the Genji Glove. Because it's defense plus 5, I gotta chuck it. May as well. Hate to make that mistake. This would make young me very angry. Actually, I should probably grab some items. Do I need anything? I've been using a lot of Tensen potions, naturally. I don't know if there's, like, healing items I'll especially need. I don't think the weapons here are anything special. I could buy a Sakura for Shadow, I guess. I don't know. I guess so. Are scrolls useful? Shadow's only on my team for a very short time right now. We'll have a few of these so that if I forget to buy them in the future, it's not too much trouble. Maybe I'll buy these for, like, Funbaba. Did I do this? Yeah, okay. So, I must have come here once earlier. Not remembering super well. La la la, la la la. I like that it's possible to meet Shadow for the first time here. And, like, he introduces himself and the naming screen pops up. Here's the doggo that is banned. The I banned the doggo rule would have been funny if, like, any battle with a dog, you must target the dog before other enemies. Like the Ralph or Dawn enemies or whatever they are. That'd be funny. It wouldn't impact gameplay much. It would just be flavor. A lot of these are flavor. That's nice. It'll be really nice for Celes and Terra to eventually have access to Zone Seek. Do either of them learn Shell? No. Okay. Good. Pardon me. Here's a funny question. If I'm banned from having a 4-person party except when the story forces it, does that mean that I can't get Sabin until after the Falcon? Because I do have control over whether a party of 4 forms at that time or not. I think I have to not. Partly thinking that because this could be actually helpful eventually. But why don't I hold my money for now, since I'm going to want to buy Golem and Zone Seek. And I'm talking about something that doesn't matter for a very long time. Alright, let's go! This way, if I lean forward, I'm not, like, half off the screen, right? Right. Like, the soldiers are still on screen, a little. I thought it was interesting that they moved away, actually. Yeah, I'm Shadow, the love expert. The shadow of love. I always thought in this part there might be something lost in translation, but nothing's clearer at all in a more modern translation. I don't know how Sellers is feeling in that moment. But maybe that's just me. Wait. Get that out of there. Sure. Sure. It's probably better. I don't want to put anything, like, really important on him. Yeah, have all the ninja-y stuff. So ninja-y. Okay, and I can give him an Esper, but I have to be somewhat cautious with this. Because if he learns any of the spells 100%, he can't use... You know what? He's in my party for like 10 seconds. I'm not going to give him an Esper. Right? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. It would be a shame if he learned one spell and then it banned him from learning some new Esper. I don't even know why I bothered with the Sakura. He's not allowed to use attack. Uh-oh, gotta kill Shadow. The doggo is banned. He's still using Thief Knife, right? Okay. Great contribution, Shadow. Great job. You know what? Let's just... What's the point? Oops. You know, that said... Oops. Okay. 33%. If I were to able to gain a very small number of magic points, Locke could have Blazera for the Flame Eater. Terra can't use Cure, Fire Poisona, Drain, Raise so far. Well, that kind of sucks. This is really not the ideal place in the world to gain magic points. No! Finally. That's just 2 magic AP. 39. Okay. It would take a lot of battles to learn these at this speed. The balloons are pretty easy to fight. Boy, Terra sure has high MP, huh? That's still 2 magic AP. Maybe it doesn't matter whether Locke has useful spells for this. Yeah, let's just say screw it. Well, we were just here. The music doesn't feel that mysterious to me anymore. Can't say I have. I like that. I like the Woolsey version better. There we go. We can put that on Shadow right away. That's funny. That's a little different. Is there another one of those little scenes? Ooh. We like these. Someone's gonna pop in and be like, I banned the mystery veil. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. I think we'll just leave the rest as is. Like I said, save some money. Why do I only have one earring? Is someone else wearing one? I think probably like Gao is or something like that. Okay. I'm saving outside in case we have any problems in the burning house. Let's relax for a spell. She was on fire? Was that supposed to say that? Is he nonsense? What? Oh, I can't even think straight. Okay. I wish there was a way to, like, forget or disable a spell. That would make the whole natural magic rejection thing a little easier. Maybe if there were, like, a save editor or something. I shouldn't need it. I don't want to make the gameplay seem less pure, but... Boy, this is a lot slower. Again, it would be nice to have earrings. I should have just bought more earrings. Um, I guess that could be nice. I'm not really sure what else here is helpful. We are very icy. Okay, that's good. You can and probably should learn Shiva. Or Seraph. Raise, cure. That locks him out of Shiva forever. And Bismarck. So he could never learn Blizzard. Let's just do this. Okay. Oh. The first move I do, and it's directly into fire. Why is he missing so much? Does he need a sniper sight? I could do that. Huh. I was trying to go up and around it. You know, maybe what I should have done was pop the gold hairpin on Strago so he could use Aqua Breath with Reckless Abandon. That might be a good idea, actually. I don't know if I regularly have MP issues at this point in the game. I would say I don't, as far as I remember. Getting hit in the back sucks, but at least we're strong. Jerk fire. I kind of want to grab the rods that are in here. And I don't mind fighting a few extra battles, get some magic AP or whatever they got for me. Do not mind that. These are easy anyway. At least with this equipment. Oh, that's not ideal. Although it can be in the next area. There's a lot of Fire Week enemies there. In the gathering place of the Espers. What is that area called? Should be something mountain. It's quite a different animation. This is not the way I remember the layout of this place. There's a bucket here. That'd be funny if it were a healing bucket. Oops, can't do that. Can't set regen. I think we're just attacking. Although I can steal the Flame Tongue, I guess. Got like 3 of those now. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I'm not able to get very good screenshots right now. It's every time I press the print screen button, it's off by like a second. I feel like we're damaging him really well in such a way that further strategy and even use of moves isn't really mattering. Like, forget Aqua Breath. Let's just pummel him. A slightly cold pummeling. This is stupid. You ban all these aspects of gameplay, and it's still easy. The one-handed, no Phoenix Downs. I don't know. Oh. When it comes to Party of 4, you can take 3 to the floating continent and then not talk to Shadow. Then you end up with a Party of 4, I think, during the escape. Well, I'll have to look at that closer when I'm actually able to go to the floating continent. And you know what? I think I'm probably going to stop the session today before floating continent. Oh, maybe I can do it. I don't know. Strago's sprite is one of the most improved sprites. They did a really... He looks way more colorful and like expressive than he did before. Woof. Regular potions have actually been kind of handy. Okay. Terra has learned all of Remu's spells. She can't use Remu, she can't use Kirin, she can't use Siren. She can use Katesith. Get the magic bonus, that's kind of nice. She can't use Madu and she can't use Shiva. She can use Katablapas, and actually, it's kind of nice because Bio is excellent against Funbaba, and the 3 spells don't conflict with any other Espers. But while she's leveling up, Katesith might be better. Then again, Palador's spells are way more valuable than Confuse an Imp. What the hell? I think I'll go with Katablapas. Terra's now able to cast magic effectively, so maybe it's better she carries a shield. There are some fire-weak enemies, as I was saying. Okay. You know what? She could put the shield on, but then I lose the +2 magic and the ability to attack with any effectiveness whatsoever. I think it's better to just keep a fire sword on. Or as I call it, the future Magus Rod. Although, in a game where I have such limited healing, maybe a heal rod is a very good idea. Let's try it out. I can do that, right? Those are pretty flowers. I would like to encounter the bird guy here in case I want him on the Veldt later. Oops, I forgot about Heal Rod. That's so silly. Oh no. No raid, no raid. Oh my god. That's a big ol' HP sink. I didn't even know that guy could do a stone touch. I might rather have someone who's stone immune. Or maybe I have nothing that makes someone stone immune. Super. Well, Locke's got a ribbon. Nah. The bird fellow. He was called like Abolisher or something like that. He uses White Wind. There's nothing that stops me from using White Wind. It's a rage in A through Z. I forget if its rage move is White Wind. I can also probably learn the move via Confusion or Rage. Or Sketch. I don't remember super well. Okay, but these plant buttholes won't go away. So I think we're gonna give up on this. Fun fact, if you're not familiar with low-level running this game, if you like getting things to appear on the Veldt for some reason, all you need to do is see them. Like, even if you run from the fight, the enemies will still appear on the Veldt later. So if you like having a complete bestiary and rage list, or near complete as you can get rage list, you just want to get into a fight with every enemy. And even if you run, they'll appear on the Veldt later. Bonacon. The best convention in town for people who love Bona. Okay, so what are we doing here? So pretty. But I eat fast is so much funnier. Ooh, can't do that. Okay. What if we did... Trance is allowed. Trance Slendera. $3,804! Oh, that's nice. Do it again, Tara. Do it again. Oh, he's pulling a Gilgamesh.